if you're a male trying to figure out dating, getting to that state of abundance first before you decide who you want to date is so important. And it's just painful because to get to a state of abundance, you have to be that, that male that attracts women. You have to figure that out. And if you don't do it, I see so many men mess up their lives because they just settle on the first girl that likes them back.
That's why like every girl I date is like not only really beautiful, but really, really sweet from the inside out. I put myself in a position of abundance, and then I'm very, very, very selective and picky as far as having like a partner, like a girlfriend. Very, very selective and picky. But it's funny when I had that one of my first girlfriends, and I was in that position of abundance and all that stuff. I had to like text like 6 different girls. I'm like, hey, like, sorry, we can't hang out anymore. Can't hang them over. Can't. She was so impressed when she saw those texts. She was like, holy shit. Yeah. If you're in a position of scarcity, then you're also not going to have the strongest relationship because you're gonna, you're more likely to simp. And if you can put yourself in a position of power, you're way more attractive. Like a position of abundance, you're way more attractive, and then you can make the best possible decision. You'll always make your best possible decision when you're in a state of abundance.
100%.
Yeah.
And I see this in terms of scarcity, right? It's not even just for dating for men who simp. It's now you're bending your own values, right? You tolerate, your girl misbehaving or doing things that wouldn't be acceptable if you were to do it, but now you have to, right? Because she has leverage on you. And so I think that's so important in terms of like building your own abundance.
And you know what's funny is that like women respond to men that have abundance. Like if you just put in the very initial phase, if you just put all your energy on one beautiful girl, okay? And in the very, very beginning, like you get punished for it. You
do.
Every guy knows it when they just they just want this one and they put all their eggs in one basket, and you're kind of in that sort of position of scarcity where this has to work out. Then the dynamic is different, and they become a bit more aloof. Whereas, and I tell people that hit me up, sometimes I'll answer dating questions for fun. People hit me up, I'm like, bro, like you gotta act like you already have 5 Victoria's Secret models. You're dating, you got 5 girls. Like when you act from a position of abundance, it like almost corrects everything. And then women naturally, one of the main attraction triggers for females is pre-selection. Are you pre-selected? This is probably one of the reasons why that comedian who's that comedian?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete, for
guy pulls, man.
Yeah.
Guy pulls.
But that part of that attraction now that women who would not have even been into him in the first place, is that pre-selection.